Happy Friday! And today, thinking about a book that I recently re-picked up after many years. About 15 years now I've owned Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm sure many of you have read it, and if you haven't, I highly recommend it. Now, another friend recently posted about this because she recommends it as her most go-to book to whether it's students or mentees or other professionals. I first read it when I was launching Helbury with Jambi, and that was our law firm. And I was new to business and I wanted to read everything I could to get myself up to speed to learn how I was going to be the entrepreneur I wanted to be. And I have to admit, I think I gobbled it up in amongst many other books the first time. So when I've revisited it now, the power of the 7 habits and the gems is really resonating. I think partly because 15 years later, I really feel like I've lived through a lot of these principles, whether it be seek first to understand and then to be understood, then to be understood, or think win-win. Those come towards the end. Or starting earlier, begin with the end in mind, which is a great one, and putting first things first, a lesson I am still learning and practicing. And I think that's the beauty of this and so many other books that's sitting with me at the moment, that we're never done learning. And even when we've read something and we think we've learned it, we think we've applied it, you can look again. And as this book talks about, the paradigm through which we see the world is how we receive the world. So if you want to change your world, you change the way you see it. You change your paradigm. Changing the viewpoint, the perspective changes everything. And that's just a starter. So coming at this afresh and going through the principles again, I am looking at how I've experienced it already and how I'm going to fine tune. What does first things first mean now? What does it mean in the context of how I'm living now? And I invite you to pick it up and give it a try if you haven't, or reread, or share how you feel about these principles. I think they are timeless. I think they are pretty fundamental. They're kind of universal truths that as you live through life, you know you've experienced and it resonates. You want to be effective, first of all, you go within, change the way you are, and then go outwardly into the world to do what you want to do and be who you want to be. So that's it for today. Happy Friday, people. I'd love to hear your thoughts too. I'll see you next week.